What's up, everyone? Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Guy Fucking Party! Guy Party! Yeah. Guy Party! This is Beautiful Brad.
This is Chester.
This is Michael Benjamin.
Otherwise known as Mongo Mike.
Dun 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 dun. Fight! And what a better song for what we were about to do, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no better song than that.
Oh, yeah.
So, before we dive into everything, we did a Twitch earlier, and none of you boosheads showed up, man. You guys gotta come hang out on the Twitch feeds.
We gotta be more consistent with that.
Yeah, true that.
If we were like, every Thursday it's happening.
Yeah.
But we can't promise that.
Yeah. And then Michael shows up an hour and a half late.
Yeah. Sorry. Had a little bit of, an ED
But on top of that...
He's a rock star. He doesn't have to.
We all
have to be on time.
Yeah.
I had ED problems, okay? Like, we all have ED. You have ED. Don't act like you don't have ED.
He's Axel Mongo.
Oh, no, he's acting like he don't have ED, too, Mr. Big Cock.
Are you saying that we need Viagra?
You haven't heard all the advertising that's been going on for ED everywhere you go?
Alright, so Boozeheads, we are doing the recap pod of Chester's Bachelor Party. But before we dive into this, let me let you all know, we are going to record this live. Well, you're going to hear it later, but going forward, I'm going to try to record the podcast live, so go to our YouTube channel, be sure to like and subscribe, and you can see them before I take 6 months to post them. So, anyways, to the recap!
Yeah, queers. Do what he said.
Alright, so recently, we've talked about it on several pods. Chester is getting married, and we had a bachelor party for old Chester. They're smoking weed right now, so we'll give them a second.
Can you give me a beer while he's doing that?
Jesus fucking
I know!
Christ.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's like we're
fucking...
Michael bitch, and he shows up an hour and a half fucking late, smoking fucking weed. Nobody even shows up for his Q&A. Michael at Chicago Comic Con. He's fucking waiting in line for people to do autographs. Nobody even shows up. Somebody throws him a gum wrapper, and that's about the extent of it.
I come in fucking reeking of dirty trash, and they're like, is this who it's supposed to be? Like, yeah, this is him.
Your booth should also be set up kind of like a carnival, where like you're like sitting above some water so you can dunk you.
Dunk me in what?
Like beer? I don't know.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I thought you were going to say something much worse.
Oh, like cum?
Ah, damn, no, not that far.
Oh, okay.
So let's get to it.
That's my spectrum.
Yeah.
So Michael's
Not
wanting to
piss.
get to the piss, because we were going to get into this later. But before we get into this, I just want to say the person that Michael ended up pissing on wanted to put buckets of piss in the trees and have a fucking latch for it to dump on Michael, and I said, no, we probably shouldn't. I don't want to listen to his mouth. And then, which now I regret, and we should have totally let happen. But anyways, let's get to it.
See, that's the first time you've dropped that on either of us, I think.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so that tells me we could have had P-Wars.
Wait, what? That's the first time that what? What'd you say?
I didn't know that shit. Did you know that shit?
What?
That they were planning on, like, having buckets of piss dumped on you?
Carrie style, like
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
Wait.
did know that.
No, I didn't. Why would I know that? No.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why
That's
would we
the
tell
point
Michael
I'm
that?
making is that, like, this is new news.
Yeah.
And so now I know that we could have had an all-out piss battle, which would have changed the evening altogether.
Look, I wouldn't have been that mad about
I'm
it.
glad it didn't. That evening was dope.
I wouldn't have been that mad about his revenge, because you know why? Because of all of these things, I'm thinking his revenge is like he wants to come on me, or he wants to, I don't know, jam something in my asshole, or he wants
Have
to
we set the stage yet?
beat me
We
in the
haven't.
head.
Yeah,
I was
we're-
thinking that, yeah.
We're dropping this all on this pod, and
Yeah.
nobody has any context.
They have no context,
right.
whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
we got to back it up.
we gotta back it
let's
up. Yeah, we gotta
rewind.
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 Back it up. Back
We
it
gotta
up.
rewind, yeah.
All right, so Chesterfest, my bachelor party at what do we call Luke's place now?
The Dude Sanctuary.
The Dude Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where dudes that get divorced and dudes want to go have fun can go hang out.
Right. Dudes being dudes, guy party.
Dudes, yes. Guy party.
Guy party. And so we get there, we're getting things set up. We know we're going to get greasy.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
We're going to get greasy, we're going to do drugs, we're tripping, and we got a stripper coming.
Yes.
But first...
It's like 100 degrees this day, too.
It was really fucking
very hot.
It was
day.
very,
It was
very,
one of those
very
weeks
hot
where it was
day.
like continuously 3 or 4 days, like
Right.
100
Yeah.
something.
It was a warm one.
It was a tasty one. All right. What's up first? Comedy with Michael Benjamin, right?
Yeah, so, we get there, we hang the flags. Michael Benjamin doesn't even show up until about,
I was there at
comedy
7.
time, which I guess is standard ops at this point.
I was there at 7, like I said I was going to be.
I'm pretty sure you were supposed to be on stage at 7.
Oh, actually, no.
Yeah, because the stripper was going to be there at 8.
Remember, we talked about this. I was there in the right time that we said everything was going to be. We even waited because, remember?
We gave
don't
you
act like I was
15
late for that,
minutes.
too. He just wants to pile on the late stuff to build on a scenario. Anyway, go on. I was there on time.
Yeah, okay, so Michael showed up at 6:50. He went on at 7:15.
No, it was actually later, remember? Because it was 7, because we were thinking about a half hour between 8 o'clock for the stripper to come.
Well, it wasn't necessarily that we cared about your set. It was I wanted to drink more beers and I had to keep the camera going.
Because it would probably take 20 minutes for the set and the recording and all that, right? It was probably about 7-ish to 7:30. From 7 to 7:30, I think it was with this recording with whatever happened. Because we waited for the stripper for about 10 minutes, right? At the road, remember?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite images of that night is 6 fucking thirsty dudes standing outside the entrance while beckoning her in. like we've been so fucking antsy waiting for her.
Well, let me paint the stage a little bit for anybody that hasn't been to the Dude Sanctuary. So the Dude Sanctuary is kind of off the beaten path a little bit. It's not on a main road or a subdivision. So why we had to have Michael finish up his fucking comedic masterpiece at a certain time was we had to get out there to make sure she could find the road to get in, because this dude's got lawn jockeys sitting on towers and it's down a back ass road. And, she's a stripper coming to a bunch of drunk dudes, so we didn't want to necessarily scare her. At least that was my thought process by going up there to hang out.
But she definitely wasn't going to miss, though, like you said, the 6 guys at the end of the fucking road.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, here we are.
Well, it wasn't necessarily 6 dudes had to come up there, but being that I was in charge, I went up there, and I'm sorry.
I probably followed you.
Yeah, it's just, the party was up there,
Right.
not in the back with the mongrels.
It's still pretty funny to imagine her pulling up this is fucking place.
I was back there. I was back there by the house, and when I saw her pulling up, I was like, oh, here she is. I thought she'd get in quicker than I thought she would. Mm-hmm. And then you guys all right next to the car, and I'm like, what the fuck is she thinking?
Hey, but I'll tell you what, she probably would have drove past it if we weren't all standing out there.
Maybe.
That's true.
Yeah.
And surprisingly enough, she didn't come with security, which is...
Yeah, I was fucking shocked by that,
I was too.
Still very
But
surprising.
they know what she's at.
Not really smart, but...
Yeah,
not at all.
Not at all. I agree.
You got her through an agency, right?
Yeah, it's
they should be sending her with some, a fucking no-neck security guard, beefy fucking guy.
Somebody.
Search Cincinnati strippers, that's where I found her. Yeah, she came without any fucking security. I did one for another buddy a few years back. I don't know, 6-7 years ago. I don't know if it was through the same one, but she showed up without a stripper too. But the difference was, with that bachelor party, a buddy tried to stick a Yoda lightsaber in her vagina, and she about shut the fucker down, whereas this one got a little off the fucking chain. And thank God for her, because this was Chester Fest, a.k.a. Guy Party fucking Fest, Part 1.
Part 1, yes.
Part 1.
We hope there will be more.
And before we get into it, let's just say Michael Benjamin will not be back for Part 2. Yeah. So if you guys are...
maybe in spirit?
Yeah, we're thinking about maybe a hologram or a FaceTime.
Not unless I'm paid a lot of money.
Well, we're... 38 cents do it, or...
$1.50.
Add 3 zeros past a comma.
What? 4 double cheeseburgers with bacon?
$38,000.
Okay, Michael will not be
He
there.
will not be there. Come back to the negotiating table later.
Well, let's get back to fucking build the stage of why Michael won't be there.
All right, so we've just had Michael Benjamin stand up. Everybody chucked tomatoes at him.
Yeah,
he was really fucking good at dodging them.
Yeah.
I would say that he almost like got more into dodging the tomatoes in the comedy. And
I don't know how I dodged them so good, because seriously, you guys were actually on point with the aim. Like, you really were. You were just off by just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Every single time, and that's what made me laugh. It started making me laugh more, and I was forgetting all my shit.
So, shameless plug real quick. His stand-up is on our YouTube page.
Get to it.
But the thing is, which drove me fucking nuts, nobody could fucking hit Michael, but they drilled my fucking camera.
Yeah, that was the best.
They drilled the fucking camera, but could not hit this human being. And I'm like, motherfuckers.
You know what? You know what a tomato is?
A fruit.
A fruit.
But once you're chucking it up at somebody, it's just garbage.
Once it leaves your hand.
Why was he resisting?
You're right.
I think he just has a natural force field or something like that. Like, it won't hit him. Like, it's just like it recognizes its own. And
I want to give you a nod though. You did some awesome crowd work in building him up.
He did.
It was very good. It was
really did.
good, yeah. Like I said, go to YouTube and watch it. It was dope.
It was good.
Like, one of the parts you said, this is one of the funniest guys you will ever see. Said no one ever.
He did that a couple different times with a few other jokes. So he did.
You put me on the spot. I just went to those kind of jokes.
Yeah, but it was good, little one-liners that were just right there. Dude.
Yeah. And he's like, so now, before Michael takes the stage, does everyone have their complimentary eggs and tomatoes?
Yeah. I love the fact that the entire time, that guy who was saying all that, doing a great job, was wearing a awesome cowboy pink whatever slut fucking hat, and also wearing that butt slut shirt.
Butt slut,
Just watch the YouTube video. It's great. Just like you're watching this,
so
watch the YouTube video.
My idea of this festival is just get weird as you can get.
Weird, yes.
As a weird fest.
So we need to rewind it some more before we get to some of the crazier shit. So Chester and I met up earlier in the day, and we're we need something. We need to incorporate bologna somehow. So as we're sitting down at the Mexican restaurant discussing this, we're yeah, let's go get a slip and slide or a pool and get some bologna. So we get to Walmart, we find the slip and slide. It's a little cheaper than the pool, so we decide to go with the slip and slide. We then go to the lunch meat section, and we're pricing out bologna. Now, do you remember the first pound of bologna we saw was $4?
Beef bologna.
Beef bologna.
Beef bologna is a ripoff.
It's not true to the bologna man god that you all worship, Gooseheads.
Nope. You want what kind of bologna? Not beef bologna.
So, questionable.
Very. Yeah, it's $4 a pound. So we're
it was $6.
Yeah, it was something stupid.
It was because I remember looking at them you can get bologna cheaper at the deli.
Yeah.
And then you're look, here's regular bologna.
Yeah, so we found the skimpy, real price, poor man bologna. So we're let's party.
14 pounds. 14
pounds of bologna. We start picking it in the basket. I think we bought the bologna section. So, mind you guys, it's a 100-degree day, so...
For some reason, we thought it was a good idea to, lay out some of that bologna at, 3:30.
Yeah. We got there early to set the stage, set the park. We wanted to do, a carnival, because, at the megaphone, I was trying to do, welcome to Guy Party Land, blah, 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 blah. And, so we're laying it out. We're throwing down 2 pounds of bologna. The host of the Dude Sanctuary, Luke, he has got a couple of puppies. The puppies decide... That bologna smells really good.
They're not fucking around.
No. So they come on down and start chowing down on the goddamn bologna slip and slide.
Oh, did those dogs get diarrhea? I don't
know. Yeah, I haven't found out. But I know this fucking dog would not stop eating this bologna. It was so bad. We literally picked up this bologna that had been soaking in water for 30 minutes, which a pound of bologna turned into 3 pounds of bologna. Put it in a fucking garbage bag and saved it for later. So the party starts continuing.
Then the puppies got into the petting zoo area.
We put the pups in the petting zoo, and they stayed there for a while.
Until we started taking drugs.
And that will come into later, because these were our spirit animals.
Yes, they were. Alright, so we've got the stage set, right? We've got the bologna slip and slide.
Yeah.
Dope.
Got the guy party flag hanging from the pool. Like, motherfuckers are pulling in. You see guy party. It's fucking beautiful.
It was great.
Luke set up a bar in front of a cross.
Yeah. It's 100 degrees. Alpha males don't do well in 100 degrees.
No. Okay, so Michael's just finished his set. We are T-minus 10 minutes to stripper. And so...
There's more time than that, but...
Maybe. But still, the idea is we gotta make sure this girl knows which driveway to go down because this place is in the sticks and she might miss it.
Yeah.
So then 8 thirsty dudes go up to the front.
There was one dude, and I didn't have my phone on me, but he was calling me repeatedly because he kept driving past this place several times. If you haven't been here... as possible. Yeah, it happens all the time. I don't know. I can't find it in the dark, so whatever. And I've been there a million times. But so that's why 8 dudes are sitting out there.
But we're thirsty.
I think we carried a little carrying case bag full of beers, and we were all just sitting out there.
Yeah.
She'll probably be a while, but we're gonna have
some beers though.
Yeah.
We're not gonna stop.
Yeah. It was kind of like a group of dudes stayed back, a group of dudes came and hung out.
Right.
I'm sure we had more fun than the other dudes, but yeah.
All right, so she gets there, pulls in. Driving, I think, an SUV, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Kind of an older SUV.
Older, yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
Wasn't styling.
She was by herself, and I shouldn't be, licking my lips right now. But I'm like, all right, well, she's by herself, so... Maybe she's very trusting and will be open to suggestion. No, that sounds awful. I wanted to get peed on.
Yeah. I had booked this late because it took a while to get it funded because I had a lot of shit to pay for. And, with inflation and everything, I guess the strippers are feeling that too.
It's John Bernthal's fault.
Yeah. Some dudes chipped in. We made it happen. I forget where I was going with this because Michael fucking popped out all silly and
because you brought up inflation.
All right, so we didn't think we were gonna have the stripper, but some dudes got together and they made it fucking happen. Yeah. And she's there now. And
then you were going with
I was going with something, but you terrified me, so I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, I didn't show my dick.
So stripper's there. It was kind of last minute, so we only had a pick of 2, and you sent them to me.
We had between Tiffany and Georgia.
Right.
And Tiffany was the one that showed up, but Tiffany had smaller tits, and I know you're a fan of huge tits.
Naturally.
Same here. I love tits. Tits are my fucking
Sorry, flat-chested girls. Don't change, though, because, your body makes it work.
Yeah, we told Tiffany that this night.
Didn't she say she was going to get...
she did.
And she was going to get...
titty implants.
She
was saving up for a breast augmentation.
Which would not work on her body. Her tits were amazing on her body as is.
Poorly proportioned.
Porn star-ish in a bad way.
Yeah, way too big for her body.
Right.
Her tits were perfect as is.
Right.
So, but anyway, we're give us Georgia, because, The Bachelor wants big tits. And I wanted to get something with stupid tits. They're, just some fucking, inflatable.
Yes. That's what I wanted.
That's what I wanted, too.
Yes. Okay, at some point in our lives, we need to make that happen. That's our that's a mutual bucket list right there. You want to get in on this? You want to make it a triple?
Yeah.
All right. And ridiculously, balloon, you feel like you could put a pin in it and it would pop.
Yeah. And I think that's what I was
seen the pictures of them.
I lost my train of thought. Yeah, we wanted big tits.
Right.
I was like, send Georgia. But Georgia only had 38 C's or some shit. I'm like, well, they look better than Tiffany's pictures. But anyway, I'm glad Tiffany came because Tiffany was a party fucking
animal. She was down to clown.
She absolutely was.
If I could give her stars, I would give her 8 out of 5.
I would too. Booze heads, if you're in Cincinnati and go just type in Cincinnati strippers, request Tiffany. She's the baddest bitch. She's the coolest bitch. And she had a good time and was cool as fuck. Like, she drank
She got peed on a little bit.
Yeah.
And then peed on me in return.
Yeah. Well, we're going to build up to that. Yeah, I mean, you're just kind of like dropping it there. But now that we've created the suspense.
Control, Alt, Delete.
Yeah, she gets there. She's like, hey, yeah, you guys here for the party? The 8 dudes out there drinking beers in the fucking driveway.
Are you guys here for the party?
Yeah.
Are you here for the party, bitch?
I mean, we've been waiting for like 15 minutes. She showed up late. Like, I had to text the stripper company, like, is she coming? Because
that is true. I remember that we were thinking like we had been bamboozled.
Yeah, well,
what hadn't...
The best thing was I didn't pay her till she showed.
That's good.
So that made me feel extra comfortable.
How do you... There's no deposit and no security?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're rolling the dice on that one.
This is Cincinnati for you. You can tell this isn't New York City.
And what's weird is, like, she showed up. It wasn't, like, some gimmick to rip you off. Like, she showed the fuck up.
She didn't have a dick.
Not at all.
But, honestly, I would have let her go. I would have been like, get it, girl!
Backtracking a little bit. Boozeheads. Chester and Guy Party and all of us are trying to create like this festival environment. Chester is in the coolest fucking outfit ever. He's got these little silver panties on, a shirt that says butt slut, and a cowboy hat.
Cowgirl
hat, yeah, I do. Little pink glasses. And Chester is so worried that these panties are inappropriate. He goes running in when she gets there. He's like, should I change? She's like, don't worry about it, baby. You're fine. I'm like, yes, because I don't want to see him get grinded on unless he's in these silver fucking underwear.
She totally like pulled them up at one point and just like looked at my dick. Like I saw her like,
Yeah. Since you brought that up, one dude there, his neighbor Chris, he has never seen real life tits or vagina.
What?
Yeah, he got grinded on that night.
I didn't know that.
That's why he laid down. We're all throwing dollars because that was the first time he's ever had a woman touch him.
Said something about it. I didn't know that was the first.
Yeah, first time ever, and he's like pushing 30.
What?
I know. That's why we need to have more Guy Party Fest to not let this happen to our Guy Party brethren.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! How?
Going, yeah.
How?
I mean, he's a little lunatic. He's a little
yeah.
dense. I don't know.
I guess I just figured he had a woman over there or something.
No, that's his daddy. And apparently he fucks his daddy from what Luke and fucking Bloomster says, but I don't know.
Don't believe them and don't let them steal my dad incest jokes.
Well, I don't know. This might be real deal incest jokes. So we're back there. She gets out of the car. She's in a fucking stripper outfit. All the dudes are just like instant banners. Like, yeah, let's go party. She's like, all right, my name's Tiffany. One dude's like, oh, I've had too many Tiffany's. I don't like Tiffany. She's like, you can call me whatever you want. You can call me Destiny. One dude's like, no, my daughter's name's Destiny. She's like, all right, we'll stay with Tiffany. So all the dudes follow her in.
One guy said to her, oh, I'm sorry I had all my shirt on. She's like, oh no, honey, it's okay. I wouldn't care if you were naked.
Yeah.
She said that. She said, I wouldn't care.
She was awesome. She was awesome. She was really cool.
Proceed.
So I imagine when you heard that, you were like, this is going to get good.
Well, you were the asshole without the shirt, because I've got the pictures.
I was one asshole with the shirt, but I wasn't the asshole who said that.
Well, they were probably asking for you. I don't know.
No,
I know Chester was
the other guy who you
about his silver pants, and she was like, yeah, I'm not worried.
I didn't want to offend her.
No, that's what I'm like. It was Luke that said, hey, sorry, I don't have my shirt on. And then she was like, I don't care. You can be naked. I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, well, and she didn't give a shit.
She said that to the wrong fucking guy.
Yeah.
That was the first interaction they had, and then that was...
All right, we go in. Music's playing.
Yeah.
She's like, give me a little bit. I got to go up and freshen up. Probably from the other dude spilling beer.
Like do a little pump to come out or something.
Yeah, pump to come out. So one of our Guy Party booze head for life, Dan, the man, Danable, whatever you want to call him. He's our fucking guy. He takes her into the bathroom and helps her glisten up for the party. I think we were like playing ZZ Top or something cool. Like it was like old school rock and roll. Like it was bumping, but it was good stripping music. So she comes back down and she's like, "Let me see The Bachelor," and you're sitting over in that chair
in the recliner. Yeah, and I was sitting there thinking like, man, there's probably Luke cum all over this fucking thing. God damn it!
You're feeling moist spots in your Jesus.
Oh, well, Boots
You sit down, there's a little poke in your ball.
It gets a lot moist a lot later. So anyways, yeah, the stripping starts. She's just having a good time. Nothing's getting weird yet. You know, she's just doing standard stripper shit. But she was really cool. Like, you put $1 in her, like, vagina, and then she'd hit you in the head with it and fucking have you bite it out. And, I mean, she's doing all kinds of cool shit.
I did tell Marie about some of the stuff, because I can't be like pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it's like I would tell her how she would like take her like vagina and just like slide it down somebody's face.
And she had
like snail trailing like at the extreme.
Yeah, she had the roast beef sandwich.
Oh yeah, she did, but it was a nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah, it was
very nice,
very floral.
Yes. Yeah, because I remember somebody, when she started doing her rounds, I was up next, and somebody put like a 5 in her twat, and she just like did like a headstand, and her fucking vagina landed right in my fucking face.
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. Like, my nose is hitting that fucking roast beef.
You're just going fucking slow mo.
I was right next to you. I watched that shit. Fucking like, you get it, bro. Hell yeah.
I was kind of nervous.
Strippers are cool.
Yeah, I don't want to be on the spot. Like, because I hate being on the spot, but as soon as that vagina hit my face, everyone else disappeared.
Yeah.
It was like she did a cool, like, athletic move.
She did.
To get to you, though.
Okay, am I crazy? Do I remember her saying something about something happening to her spine or something like that? Because Stephanie's fella, Robert,
Yeah.
he had a pull. And she was like, I can't do that.
Yeah, so
because
yeah.
I got like metal in my fucking spine.
Yeah,
did she? Okay.
We had the pole. Yeah, he brought a pole. And,
she has metal in her spine?
yeah, she said, I can't do the pole. And the only request was, like, don't spank me. Because, like, as the stripping went on, like, everyone's dumping beers on her. She's like, give me beers. There's beers down her tits. Everyone's licking fucking beers.
Yeah, because I felt bad because I spanked, and then she didn't say anything. And you
Yeah.
guys were saying, hey, and I was like, well, she didn't say, I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, it's okay,
Well-
honey. Then she grabbed my nipple, and I'm like, okay, you're
I remember, like, yelling at you because she
The
said
beer,
don't
the beer.
spank. Well, and the beer.
Well, yeah, I know, but she said I liked it. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just going off what she's saying.
So, yeah, Michael's got these, what were they, hams?
Yeah, it was just Ham's beer. Wasted trash beer.
Dumping fucking beer on her and shit.
Oh, God damn.
It was specifically, though, on her, like, butthole, though. And that's why I think she liked it.
Her butthole. I mean, how many times did we see her butthole that
Oh,
night?
my God. So many great times.
That's awesome.
Oh, my God.
Hardy.
Like, I mean, I would have fucking drank beer off her butthole. Fuck yeah.
I would have too.
Jesus. That's why I was trying to get it to happen. Like, dude, just fucking enjoy it, dude.
Well, as it's going, like, everyone's getting their turns and shit. And, like, you know, like, being, like, the guy party moderator, I'm trying to get everyone, make sure they get their turns. And, like, he gets it, and he's, like, rubbing her fucking nips and shit. And she don't give a fuck. She's like, hell yeah. Like, she is down, man.
Right.
She's down to party. Yeah, man. She was awesome.
Yeah, I want to see her again, dude.
So, alphas are alphas.
What do you mean? She was cool as fuck.
Alphas don't play well together. So if y'all have been listening, we all know Michael's a fucking alpha. But there's another alpha lurking around.
Cool stripper to have around.
And Michael keeps talking over the goddamn build-up.
Sorry.
Because he's a fucking alpha and he can't help him goddamn self. Michael got his lap dance. He's claimed his turf. The rest are betas, but there's one other alpha at this party, and his name's Luke, and he's in charge of the dude's sanctuary.
It's his place.
Yeah.
It's his place.
It's his fucking place, and he's nice enough.
But before you go on,
To
I
have
just want
us
to
over
say,
there.
I feel there was some type of preemptive measure. I don't know exactly what it is, and I'll go on exactly more about it here in a little bit.
Okay.
Go on, because you'll understand,
Well, it's
Eric.
alright. I mean, you talked through half of the build-up, so you might as well continue.
Well, I'm just saying, though, what you're about to say...
Are you gonna just
No,
drain it all before the build-up?
I'm not going to. I'm just saying that... Remember, I'm human.
Humans make mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to send out an apology before we get there?
Yeah, are you trying to reconcile it in your own mind right now? I'm confused. Are you proud of it?
I'm not proud of it at all.
So there's this place called Woodstock, New York, and they have Woodstocks there. They haven't had one in a while. But there's also this place called the Dude Sanctuary in Milford, Ohio, which will continue to have Guy Party Fest, and you have officially been banned.
Yeah, because didn't they have at Woodstock like a whole like mud thing of like poop and pee where they had like walk through and shit like that or some at one point?
Hey, we just had part 1. Wait till part 2, dude.
It's gonna get bigger every year.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of poop and pee. But it's going to be willing.
We're going to get tents next year.
Yes.
We're going to make it a 2-day event.
We're going to have a tattooer there, too.
Yes.
But anyways, I forget where we're at. So everyone's doing their rounds. People rubbing titties. Yada, yada, yada. Guy party.
Yeah. Like typical stripper stuff, right?
Having a good-ass time.
Yeah, having a good old time. And then the host of the party decides to get down with the stripper on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He's going in for the muff.
Which is not out of the realm. She
might even let him get a little lick in it or something like that. She's
surprised.
Dragged her vagina on a few faces tonight.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I wasn't the only one that saw that, right? She did that to a few guys, right?
She was on a body.
Oh, yeah.
Going down, up and down a body as what you're saying is happening.
Right.
The host is
right.
Going in.
Right.
She's grinding up and down.
Right.
Muff out.
Right.
Way cooler than the stripper we got for Tom's party, by the way. Fucking 100 times over.
Right. So, host is going towards her vagina.
Mm-hmm.
He is, like, in a position where his stomach is facing the ground, right? Back up.
His stomach's on the ground. He's just staring at it.
In front of a couple people sitting on a couch.
And he's kicking his feet in the air.
Right. And then one of the people on the couch stands up.
Michael Benjamin. Let's just...
We're just going to cut right to it.
Yeah, we're going to cut right to it.
And you got to say it.
It's Michael Benjamin stands up.
Say it as it happens, because I don't know if you did see it as it happened.
Oh, do you want me to tell you how it happens in my viewpoint?
He was closer.
Because I feel like
did you watch it before I stood up, though?
Oh, no. I didn't see it as you stood up. But I remember, okay, so I'm standing there laughing, Jeremy, high-fiving crickets and shit. I look over. Michael Benjamin's little onion ring with a hot dog cut off pecker is fucking just sitting there. I'm like, what is he doing?
I'm seeing the same fucking thing, too. And I know what he's fucking doing.
Well,
because we had talked about it in a text conversation earlier.
No, don't justify that shit.
Exactly. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying.
I do think that's probably why in my head I was looking at him and I'm pretty sure I said, don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Yeah,
you guys are telepathic.
I should have felt your energy more, and I kept on trying to accept it, but it's because I was embarrassed. I kept on going.
You had your dick out already.
I know, and I
can tell you was struggling.
I was struggling. I really was, and because of the embarrassment, I kept on going on.
I looked at him. I'm like, Michael, what are you doing? He's like, I'm like, Michael, are you about to fucking pee on him? Yeah. I'm like, don't fucking do it. I turn around, starts talking to Jeremy. Next thing you know, there's the stream. Drilling dude's back. And I'm like, fuck, party's over. The stripper's like fucking still grinding on dude. You could see the fucking pee just building on, where the spine.
I think at first Luke thought we were pouring beer on him. And then he looked around all confused, like,
And he was clearly confused. So, if you're laying...
should have been doing it. That would have set it fucking me free.
If you're laying on your stomach, there's an indentation where your spine is.
Right.
You could see the urine building up.
It was pooling.
It was pooling, yes.
Right.
And he looked up, and you could tell he was like, what the fuck is going on? And there's onion ring cock.
Not even
still raining.
Cock.
Still raining. Pissing on him. He goes up, smacks at him. I think he misses him. Michael pulls his shit up. And then,
I've never seen a focus in his eyes like that.
I don't know.
He's gone. That's what he can.
Yeah,
he's gone. He's out.
Runs off. So it's chaos at this point. Complete fucking chaos.
Right. But out of chaos sometimes comes opportunity.
Yes. Which we're going to get to. Don't rush two things. So, well put. With chaos comes opportunities. I think that needs to be the name of the pod. So, everyone's outside. A lot of the dudes. I go out there to make sure they're not killing each other, stabbing, shooting, whatever. I see that they're slapping each other. Dudes are yelling at one another. And I'm with somebody. I can't quite recall who it is. We're like, there's a naked woman inside. Why are we watching these slap at each other? So we go back inside, and we're standing there. She's still dancing around, and here comes Mr. Bloomster with the stripper. It's like, Chester, lay down. She's gonna fucking pee on you. Chester's like, really? This fucking dude's eyes and his grin, it was like Christmas morning, fucking 6 years old. Like, the best thing of it. Like, yeah, dude, it was just, I couldn't forget it. Like, he was ecstatic. He didn't even fucking believe it. So, mind you, there's a puddle of piss already laying down on this tile. Chester's like, fuck it. Lays down on this shit. I don't know if he's getting fucking Michael piss or whatnot. So she jumps aboard and fucking let it rip, man. You scratched one off your bucket list, right?
I'm ashamed a little bit. Like 50% ashamed to say that it was awesome. It was everything I wanted it to be.
Dude. Oh, yeah. There's an awesome video that we'll never share where you could tell dude was in heaven, and we play it to take your breath away.
It's something that I feel like we've talked about before.
All the time.
And it's like something that I've always just kind of like, fuck it, I'm a freak, I don't care. Hey, I've always thought about what it was going to be like to have that happen, and every time I played it out in my mind, I'm like, that's fucking cool. And then it fucking happened, and it really was cool.
Yes, so describe the happening, like how...
I could tell that she was like a little nervous, just struggling, like I could see her like, like hunkered down.
So we all had a little struggle that night.
But once it came, she tried to say she just had a little bit, but she got it going. And it's pouring, and I can like feel it hitting like the middle of my chest and like kind of sprinkling down the side.
It was pulling up. Yes. It was pulling up. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm just like... I don't know why. Like, it's just one of those things. It's like,
I've been peed on by a fucking lesbian before, and it was amazing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just something about it. It's like, why wouldn't you be fucking stoked about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's guy party, it's bachelor party. Fuck yeah, man. Dude, and like, we're all just fucking rolling at this point.
I almost feel like
almost a piss everywhere.
You're building up an argument.
It's like, that feels okay. So I don't know. We talked about it, how much we've talked about it, but that feels like the old fucking days of the Drunken Army.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was Drunken Army as fuck. That's the kind of story you tell your grandkids.
Yeah. That was Drunken Army when we're 40.
Right.
Like, we thought Drunken Army was dead. We tapped into it.
Right. We're like, this can still live.
Yeah.
This can be a thing. We can still do this.
It is going to be yearly.
Yeah. I still feel like he's fucking trying to help defend my fucking pee and shit, because he's saying that, dude,
I mean,
whether you're getting peed on by a dude or a chick, just embrace it, man.
It made a memory.
It made a memory, but we were also like, thank you, Michael, for getting yourself kicked out for we could have a good time.
There was that too. It was like,
what do you mean? How would you have had a bad time if I was there? Exactly. You can't name a reason why. I would have been having a great trip with you guys. What, me and Luke, you mean? Or what?
I'm sure you guys would have fought at some point.
You guys are assholes. Fuck you guys.
What? Oh my god.
No, for real, dude. I'm not...
You took LSD and left.
Yeah, you got dosed.
You could have come back.
No, I couldn't have. No.
But you had a good time.
No, I didn't.
I swear to God, when you were driving away, you were smirking.
No.
You were proud of yourself. I know it.
You have no idea how bad I feel about that. So, I tried to trip and remembered that I was a piece of shit. Because maybe you're right. Maybe I did smirk a little bit on my way out.
I totally saw you smirk.
But I still felt bad about it, though. Because as much as he deserved it, maybe a little bit, do you guys agree with me doing it? No.
But it made you a legend.
That's why Brad's saying don't pee around here, motherfucker.
I'm going to tell you, if you do it here, you are out of... Well, I don't want to say you're out of Guy Party, but Guy Party will never exist again here.
If I pee here?
Yeah.
Exactly. See? You guys aren't that cool because you talk all this shit about making jokes, but then when someone really pees on your shit, you can't handle it, right?
Do you know how to decipher jokes from real life? Like, I guess that's why comedians are getting canceled.
That's what I'm saying to you, is that if I peed on your stuff, you are saying right now, you're making a statement. If one of us got that drunk and we peed on you or your stuff, it depends on the situation is all I'm saying. I'm not trying to get serious here. I'm just saying, when Guy Party happens, we never know how mad we're going to get.
If such an event should happen, we will have a tribunal.
I think we've already had a tribunal.
I think we will have a tribunal and a jury of our peers.
Yeah, I mean, he's already not allowed back at Guy Party Fest, so...
Yeah. Are you wishing to appeal that decision?
Why would I care?
I know how you can redeem yourself.
We can have an official trial.
So here's the thing.
But before your tirade, can we finish the fucking recap?
I already told him he could pee on me and I would be okay with it. It wouldn't be a...
Okay, so will you lay down and let him piss on you?
Well, not in the face is all I said. I told him that.
Just not in the face?
Just not in the face.
Okay, well, I'll talk to him. Let's see.
I think that's fair.
Luke, if he lays down, if you can at least keep his face out of the urine zone...
I don't think he would control himself not to pee in my face, though.
Yeah, he'll pee in your face.
He'll definitely pee in my face.
Yeah, so you're banned for life, Guy Party.
Guy Party.
Anyway, before Buzzkill McFucking Giblin, or whatever the fuck we want to call him. Where were we at? Oh, yeah.
I haven't the slightest.
Hey, don't call me Buzzkill. You're the Buzzkill coming with dumb jokes about not having a good time with me there. So that's Buzzkill, if anything.
Cox.
Damn, talk about dropping a pod quick. I don't even know how to recoup from that one.
I don't even know either.
Guy Party.
Alright, so where were we at? Can we at least get the historical bits of that night?
Yeah, so I feel like, okay.
Because we never got into the trip, right?
Yeah.
We didn't get into the trip.
No.
Not yet. No.
So they're outside, I feel like we were left off where you were getting urinated on.
Fair enough. Alright, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I could feel it draining down my both sides of my chest, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And you said it collected in pools.
It did. There was, I remember having to go back up because we needed the wire to connect the music to get the party going again. But Luke was pissed off because he had to fucking mop up all the puddles of piss. Like, the whole goddamn basement was like a slip and slide with urine.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once the I don't want to call her a stripper.
Just call her Tiffany.
Tiffany.
There you go.
Yeah, she's the name.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Once Tiff left, then we went ahead and dropped acid.
Yes. It took a bit because, I was holding out. I was like, I need music because we were having, this awesome gay playlist playing. We were all just, bumping. Cool. Just gay, atmospheric fucking Guy Party as hell. And finally, we got the music going again. And I had this little tray, and I had 20 hits of acid. And I'm like, come get it, boys. Michael Benjamin was gone at this point. I don't know, did you guys fist fight, or did you guys slap a little bit, or?
I apologized, like I said, before I left, and then that was it. One of the mics tried to, and that other guy, the neighbor or whatever, was there, trying to help us be nice, and I was like, dude, I'm not trying to be mean, and I get it, dude, and I was sorry. Alright,
so anyway, yeah, you fucking drove off. I'm like, here, boys, let's party, 20 hits of acid, spread it out, fucking, let's do it. So they're all coming in, it's like, boom, hit, we're all double dosing, everyone's getting their hits, so we're all fucking double dosing.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting their hits. So we're all just chilling. Taco bar's ready, by the way. Dan the man, the fucking goddamn... What do we call him? The Guy Party wizard? He's this old mystic man that just hangs out and does us alright by cooking us food and smoking weed with us. What do you call him? Papa? Papa? He likes Stranger Things?
Papa.
He is Papa. So everyone's scattered about. We dosed. It takes about an hour for the doses to start kicking in.
And boy, did they kick in.
Yeah.
Well, I told you, I put mine in when I'm on the way home.
Yeah, well, this gets a little crazy, too, because we start losing people. and so there's...
That's the fun of it.
I don't know, somehow there's like 3 extra hits maybe, and I'm like, Chester, you want this extra one? And I think you lost it in your beer, so you might have potentially drank it, or it might have...
So I got 2 at the beginning, right? And I put 1 in my mouth, and I put 1 in my mouth. I thought I missed, but I don't think I did now that I think about it. I think I totally got them both. And then it was like, oh, here's another. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then it was like, at the end, there's like, there's 1 more. And I'm like, alright. So with like, I'm pretty sure, I know for sure 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, for sure 3, because after everyone was dosed, there was 2 doses left, and I go to Chester, I'm like, do you want 1 more? Because I don't want to take these home, I'm giving them to somebody, and everyone that wanted them had already taken them, so it's like, well, it's your bachelor party, so you get 1, and I'll take 1 with you, so yeah, we took the 3rd.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think it was your 3rd, my 4th.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, well, things start kicking in. Things start kicking in real well. So as things start kicking in, some people start having panic attacks.
Who was doing that?
Crickets. I remember.
I can see that.
Crickets.
Really? Oh yeah, he fucking ran away. What happened to him?
Yeah. So this is a whole other story. So Crickets, we're worried about him. He's sweating profusely. So yeah, he's just sweating like a slob, and he looks at me dead in my eyes, and he says, "I gotta go." And I'm like, I'm not even gonna question you. You gotta go. So I help him get his cooler in. He drives off. Then Gary P, all of a sudden he's like, I gotta go. It's fucking 12 o'clock and my kid's texting me. I'm like, what the fuck?
That doesn't seem like a good idea at all.
I mean, you're 45 minutes away and you've dosed 2 hits. And so...
What is wrong with these guys?
Next thing, he goes. So...
What the fuck?
I'm like, alright, my phone's playing music, so I can't stay in communication with either one of them. Which, by the way, they never communicated me until about 7 a.m., where Crickets finally said, man, I'm still tripping.
Yeah, of course.
At 7 a.m.
I'm sure.
And it's like, hey, you're still alive. I'm at home in bed. I'm tripping too, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. At least he's alive. He's communicating with you.
Yeah, he's finally communicating, because we had spent several moments throughout that night where we heard like beaver grunting off in the distance, and we're like, wait, is that Jeremy? Is that Chris? Like, wouldn't that be fucking awesome if Jeremy just fucking started...
He played Sasquatch for the night.
Dude! And if you have ever seen the motherfucker walk, he puts his hands back like this and he walks like a Sasquatch.
I can see it.
I so see that.
Now, I'm bigger than him, but I don't move like a Sasquatch, you know?
Yeah. You move more like a sloth.
We love you, Crickets.
Whatever, motherfucker. I bet I could out-basketball your fucking Mongo ass.
Of course you could. You're damn near right at the goal.
I could even outshoot your ass.
Dude, I had some fun going in, like, Luke's barn. Like, when I was tripping, where, like...
when you were on the phone with Marie?
Yeah, like... I climbed onto the roof of my car.
Did you really? Yeah, you were laying up there. By the way, he spent probably 3 hours on the phone.
No, he didn't.
I'm not joking. Yeah, he did.
It was like...
Speakerphone it up the whole time.
I lost him for a while. Like,
he probably went in the woods. Now I'm in the woods and I see a tree and watch what I do.
His phone died, and she's like, because my phone was on the music and you could hear it in the speakers. She was calling my phone. I'm like, oh man, he's about to get in trouble. I better go fucking run it to him. But at this point, everyone had been scattered.
It was a good night, though. I fucking dug, like, laying on top of my car, just looking up at the sky.
I don't know how much of the night I spent in that field, but I saw, I'm not even exaggerating, like, at least 50 shooting stars.
Yeah. Oh, I know we saw one together. Like,
yeah.
There was like one where we're like, there was an audible like, ah.
Even Beaver saw it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Dude, it was like on rapid repeat, dude. It was like a I don't know if it was a meteor shower or what, but dude, I saw mass.
Really?
It was kind of like Chester and I were talking about earlier. Him and Marie are going to go like to the dark zones to like see the Milky Way and shit. Whereas like
in Utah or wherever.
Yeah, our official honeymoon is going to happen next year. But we still want to do like go like do a weekend thing or something like that. So we're talking about maybe flying out somewhere, maybe trying to get some like mushrooms or peyote or something like that, and then just like trip out in the desert. It's like when you relax your eyes, it's just.
Yeah, these are things I never would have paid attention to, because at one point I'm guessing it's the space station, because it was very slow moving. It wasn't a plane. It was just sat there.
Or a satellite, maybe.
Satellite, possibly, yeah. And it was probably a satellite. I didn't even think about that. And I think I saw several of them, because then I started playing like a mine scenario where it was like Star Wars, but it was probably the satellite.
Well, if you watch, you'll see satellites up there for sure.
Yeah.
And the space station has been viewable, though, here these past few weeks.
The thing is, when I'm sober and I'm not tripping, I don't pay attention to that shit, you know? Like, when you're tripping, you're so fucking zoned in on certain things. Like I said, I could probably seen a lot more shooting stars.
That was an intense trip. I was laying down most of it.
I'm sure it was. You guys did 3 hits.
Speaking of how intense it was, I had everybody in that fucking party that dozed, besides Michael Benjamin, because he got kicked out way earlier.
I just did the one.
And you, I guess he went to bed all right. And yeah, you only did one. That everyone had a terrible calm down. Like, we're all just like, God damn it, man.
Including you and him?
Oh, well, not him.
No, I was fine.
I stayed up for 36 hours. Coming from waking up at 9 a.m. to get the party together until like 9 p.m. that next night.
Now I think I understand you more than when you talked about tripping for like 16 hours or whatever and like being all tired.
Yeah.
It exhausts you.
It's
mentally exhausting.
Yeah.
You're working muscles in your brain that aren't used to being worked.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize you guys did is that much though, too.
Well, I mean, but it's still exhausting regardless.
Yeah. Right. It's a new experience. It's it's going to weigh on you heavily.
But I want to throw one thing in while I'm thinking about it. Luke's got 2 puppies. And they hung out with me, Chester, and Beaver through a majority of the trip. And they were legit like our spirit animals.
They were like our trip guys.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. I'm not even lying. Like, they were like laying out in the field with us, like looking up at the stars.
Yeah. And they sat there chilling with us. They weren't wanting food. We didn't have nothing to offer them. They laid there with us and looked in the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
They're like, these guys obviously are looking at something cool. I'm going to look up at something cool too.
Yeah.
And we just hung out.
Just hung out.
I gave shit to my dog when I went home because I said, that dog was way cooler than you.
Well,
but you know what? I think I need to give hallucinogens to my dog, and then we can become like really good buddies and hang out in the backyard and shit.
I love the way you say really good buddies.
I don't know. Every dog's got their personalities. I don't know. I mean,
he makes I don't know all that.
Don't turn your dog into a fucking serial killer.
I don't know if Eddie's a tripper or not. I don't think Leia's a tripper, but.
She could probably use it, though, I bet. Fucking as high-strung as she is.
Yeah, she probably could.
She'd be like, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, so we had a pretty good...
A fucking blast.
Fucking blast.
Here's the question. Did it live up to the hype for you?
Dude.
Or close?
Oh, it exceeded.
I know we didn't have the bounce house.
No, it's all good.
With budget restraints. Yeah.
Totally.
Inflation and all that.
Dude, like you said, bucket list item. I'm sorry, Marie, if you happen to listen to this.
I
guess we'll probably talk. But
yeah, you can't. Don't listen to it.
But anyways, I want to get peed on.
I'm glad God Party could scratch.
I don't know why I just started applauding. I don't know why. It was like I was supposed to do it.
It deserved an applause.
Right?
Like, I started questioning it, and then I was like, no, just keep on doing it.
And yes, it was a bucket list item, and it was cool. But yeah, and then the tripping was fucking great. I mean, really fucking great. And then the next day, I ate like 6 pizzas or something ridiculous like that.
Every time I trip, I feel good about life and I don't let little things bother me. I don't know how it is for you all, but like there's things that have been driving me nuts, but I let it roll off my shoulder because I had a good trip. I don't know how it works for y'all, but for me personally, I can handle things better. Now, granted, it's going to wear off and I'm going to need to re-trip.
I don't let too much cling on to me.
You don't. You're
Are
pretty
you
good
saying that like as a Star Trekkie?
I heard it. I did hear it. I did hear that when I said it.
You so badly wanted to.
But yeah, no, like I'm,
you're easy going to begin with,
right? I don't know. That's.
But would you be as easygoing though if you weren't already on?
I mean, if somebody was like spewing shit that they didn't like,
yeah, but
that would be a tough one. But
Nah, I mean, I always did appreciate like how easygoing you were, because it's like shit works me up, and I'm sure it does with you, because we get a little Mongo-ish over.
Well, that's what I'm
shit.
questioning here. Build with me here. I'm asking him though. When's the last time that you haven't been medicated to know what it, if you like felt like a severe anger or whatever,
medicated, like when I was off my meds.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not trying to get if you don't want to go there.
Oh no. I'm very irritable off my meds, and that's why I'm a big like proponent of mental health campaigns.
Same here.
Because when I come off my meds, I get really grumpy. And one of the things that I didn't know until recently is that to experience like the full effects of a hallucinogen like LSD or mushrooms, you actually can't be taking your antidepressants.
I want to pause you real quick, just so all the listeners know. Listen to what he's saying about the whole medication part, so you can understand the facts of what you're getting from your trips.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Disclaimers.
I want them understanding that, like, seriously, like, if you're on meds, you may have to come off of those meds to really get your full, true effect.
Just letting any trippers know,
to help them out.
They blow
what you've learned. And
for sure. Like, educate them. Like, so,
for sure.
If you have something that blocks, your serotonin, and you want to...
I suppose, yeah.
Is that what it is? And you want to experience, like, a hallucinogenic trip...
You have to come off of that.
You have to for at least about a week.
I've been doing it for a week. I don't know if that's like too much or like, well, it's definitely not enough, because when I come off of it for a week, I experience a trip like I know a trip should be experienced.
Yeah.
Like when I'm not on any kind of
a week's a okay time zone.
You would think a week or two would be enough.
A week, he says a week does it for him. Yeah,
and it's one of those things too. It's like I almost like I hesitate to suggest people do it, because I know like when I get off those meds, I go to some pretty dark places.
Even for the week, you do?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it wears off really quick.
Well, that's why I think that certain states that like Washington and Colorado and California that are like helping progress the idea of psychedelics for mental health are helping get them off of certain meds to help them do certain therapies, like one session a month or something like that of a deep fucking dive of LSD,
I think that's a great idea.
Instead of them being on a whole month regimen of all the pills that they're on,
So Beaver is a mushroom grower now, and he said Beaver's got a lot of mental health issues, and he takes a lot of medicine, but he says the medicine weighs him down so much, and like the withdrawals that you have and like coming off of that shit.
Yeah.
He started microdosing, and he swears by it. He says that shit makes him feel better overall, and he doesn't have like the withdrawals, the dark thoughts as he's coming off. I don't know. He swears by it. Everyone's different.
No, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, because that is kind of like the thoughts go pretty dark when you come off of it. Yeah. You kind of got to like have that mentality, like, this is going to happen.
As you were having the dark thoughts to get to the trip, did the trip kind of set you right? Like, were you...
Oh, for sure.
And then you probably got back on your
And then
medicine.
I got back on my... Yeah. I don't know about you, but, like, part of that come down is, like, this feeling like something like almost like a waterfall from my brain. It feels like it's purging out, but it's still, like, cleaning in there. I don't know how to explain that.
It's like the rinse cycle?
Yeah. Yeah, of acid. Like, that end of it where you're just like, thank you.
Absolutely. I laid there for hours just thinking, God bless all these fucking guys and everything and everything I have and all these dudes, and how how minuscule shit that bothered me before, and it's just like, these guys fucking rule. Like, fuck all this dumb shit that used to be, just bothered me. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's peaceful.
It is very peaceful. Yes. And now coming down sometimes is a little rough just because you want to go to bed, but you didn't have that problem. I don't know if you did. I did. But once you come down, you reflect. It's very peaceful.
So how do you feel about us using LSD in warfare?
I think if
like drop LSD bombs on like cities like in Baghdad or wherever we're fucking fighting these days.
I don't know. Like, we've dosed our alphas and they're still alphas, so I don't know. Some people are just wired differently.
We've given our own troops like fucking.
We would have turned it into more like an animalistic kind of thing.
What did you reflect on after you were dosed the last time?
Why I had to pee so bad?
Is that so you probably spent the whole night.
All I did that whole fucking night was like, what did you do?
Whereas Luke spent the whole night like, I want to kill this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys ruined your trip. Well, Luke didn't ruin his. You ruined Luke's trip.
Yeah, I ruined his.
All right, so
let's
wrap this pod up on a more gentle guy party note. As we were leaving the party, the sun's starting to break. Chester's like, let's call it a night.
We went inside. We ate tacos.
Which were very
good. They were very good. They were really good. They were very good. We watched some, I don't know, like...
It was like kids shit, like 6 a.m.
programming.
Yeah, and
some local programming shit.
So there's a couple dudes inside, and they're like, look at that N-word. Look at that N-word. Mind you, we're going to be on YouTube, so we're not going to say the full word. So they're like, look at that N-word and N-word, and we're just like, oh, god damn it, this is getting racist as fuck.
On the TV?
Yeah, it's just like children's program, and it's like, this is an N-word. It's like, god damn it. I could tell Chester was getting uncomfortable. I don't know, maybe he wasn't. He was...
I feel like
now that you mentioned it,
I feel like you're just displaying too much of the people that we may or may not need to hang out with.
That's why we went outside and we went to the pool.
And we found the Dude Sanctuary host. We're not going to name him as we say this. Not like anyone watches our videos.
Yeah.
He was clearly in a trance, a psychedelic trance.
Oh.
He was vibing. He was mumbling, "Motherfucker, I'm kicking him." I don't know. We couldn't tell you like the pool.
Like we were yelling at him, like
good
party,
good party. Hey, wake up, good party, and he would not wake up. So Chester's like, let's yell some trigger words at him. So he's like, N-word. And then he's like, Michael Benjamin.
And then his head started turning like,
he's just like yeah. And then he starts coming back through the trance because Boo says if anyone's tripped, you can get in those trancey states.
He did do too?
He was trancing. Oh yeah, he did too.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least probably 3.
Me and you did 3. He only did 2.
I did 4.
We 4.
He just wanted to say
that shit hit like a motherfucker, dude. I'm telling you, I hadn't tripped that hard in a long time.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it really was.
This guy was doing some wicked shit.
Yeah, it was intense. Which I cannot explain because I've had that acid for a while. Like, I was worried it would go bad. Apparently, it just gets more potent. So, I
love the way you apparently gets more potent.
I can't explain it. Because Bloomster was asking if it was like a special batch. I'm like, no.
It reminds me of Wolf of Wall Street when they're fucking... fucking Leonardo, whatever, did that scene all by himself for one take where he fucking crawled up.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Out of there. Party. The Quaalude fucking scene, dude. He did that in one fucking take where he crawled through the fucking hotel.
I loved that movie until he hit his woman. And then I was just like, I want to like you.
Margot Robbie?
Yeah, no,
such a babe.
She's hot as fuck.
No, he hit her.
Hit her? Oh, she did. Oh, he did.
He did. Yeah.
Quaaludes.
Oh, it's a fucking.
I heard we're amazing. All right, so before we wrap this up, do you guys want to give any final thoughts on the bachelor party?
It was a game changer.
It was okay. I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah, yeah,
it was a game changer because I think we have to come back next year and we have to do it better.
We have to. Which I'm going to pitch this to Luke if you're listening, and if Michael agrees, can we have the Luke urination on Michael instead of the stand-up to allow you back to Guy Party Fest.
You mean next year?
Next year, yes. I mean, you might as well do it on the stage and in front of cameras.
Once again, I'm saying no in the face, Luke.
Okay, well,
but I don't know.
What if we had a tube?
He wouldn't agree to that.
What if we had a tube going into your butthole?
What if we put
not in my butthole? That's a little bit fucking
that's too
diastolic there.
All right. That's
what
too
if we
much.
put a dog cone on your head for like is he peeing on you?
So it
Deadpool's.
That would be hilarious. Leia just comes over like, I got you, buddy.
I'll pitch it to him. I don't know.
I'll say maybe just because it cares a little bit to my affection, but I don't care that much about it. It's not that big a deal.
Alright. I know it's going to be tough when we like start blowing up and making money.
Or we could just have the Guy Party Fest at my compound, which is actually more land and
yeah,
more
but who's going
area
to
to
show up
screen.
there? Besides you.
I guess not you.
Well,
Apparently
I'll be there. I'll be there and Chester will be.
Oh, you mean the other people?
Yeah, like,
so you can get your friends that... Oh,
Julian Burns ain't coming out.
You're right. You're right. You're right, because I know that
I'm
no one's driving 45 minutes just for that. They're only driving 15 minutes on the road, right?
I'm all about taking it out to your compound.
No, I know. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the friends.
Yeah, but, if you could replace the ones that came, I'm all about, and maybe some of them will come, but...
I have to pay people, 10 people, $10 to fucking come.
Alright, so on that note, any last thoughts, Chester? Did you have a good fucking time? You had a good fucking time.
It was one for the books.
Alright.
One for the books.
I'll tell you, I will never forget this party. I will be talking.
And I hope it's the first of many.
I hope so too.
I love the idea of us doing this annually.
Yes,
because I loved our annual parties before.
I did, and
they fell to the wayside.
Yeah,
and we need to get one back.
And I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna throw it out here. I'm good with whatever, but I would love just to keep the dudes, to be honest with you. But if chicks need to come, chicks need to come.
I feel like chicks who come need to show tits.
Absolutely.
Can that not be a rule without us being misogynistic?
Should we just be butt naked for
we'll
all
show
of
tits. If we show tits, they should show tits, right?
Should everybody be butt naked?
Yes! I love the fucking nudist colony ideas.
Guy party.
Is that what we're coming? Yes.
Alright, motherfuckers. Well, love y'all. Until the next episode.
Guy Party!